Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be trying out the other two Eminence and Shadow characters on dogs. So I did try and also put Shadow on this team. Problem was his damage was so bad on this team that I think everyone would have done like 9 times more damage than what he could have done. So instead I decided to replace him with Lance, who I know is quite a decent DPS. It also means I still got a full fairy team, so Shadow wasn't benefiting from King's passive. So I have King here solely for the healing. He's got a decent heal skill and he's almost quite useful. Beta's got a cleanse as well as the passive healing, the defense boost from her cleanse, as well as ult gauge control. Lance, good DPS. Alpha, very good DPS. Given her Mail Link because her crit chance is decent, being 105, so she should technically be able to crit this content because this is very old content. But she will still sometimes miss a crit unless she has her ult buff, and still then I also have seen her miss with her ult buff. So, yeah. Gear-wise, everyone's HP defense, but Lance used attack crit. I give him my ult link. What's her name? Margaret Link too. I don't know why. I could give him Soriel, but I don't think he's going to crit with this team, so we don't have any crit chance boosters. And Lance also doesn't have the highest crit chance, of course, unless you pop his ultimate. But we don't have anyone to get ultimates quickly. So, for card set, we do have anti-freeze card set on. We don't have anyone to get ult gauge quickly. We also have 2 cleanse characters as well, just to sort of make sure we do stay alive. I could change the card set to attack related stat boost, which is what I might actually do. I probably am going to do that. We'll switch it to the attack related stat card boost. Here it is. It is this one. We'll just sort of maximize the damage we can deal, and yeah, let's get on with it. Here we go. This video was going to be titled Shadow Garden vs Dogs, but of course I can't run Shadow because his damage is so weak. I was still able to beat it, but barely, and I mean barely able to beat it. Because Beta nearly died because she's never a Domio. But with this team, we should hopefully be okay. We also got King rank up turn 1 as well, which is completely useless, but it is what it is. We'll go for the lower crit resistance, the crit defense, sorry. That's good damage from King. Good damage from Lance. This team already has done much more damage. And it's only been the first turn, which is nice. It's good, very good damage. Going off the King, which is fine. King's very tanky because he isn't LR, which is nice. Also we have Misform, which is now gone for most of my characters. I thought it also works in Demonic Beast as well, which is pretty cool. If there was any Demonic Beasts that do insane amount of damage turn 1, but none of them do. I'm probably going to do this. This will kill, and I'm playing the 2 defense boosts solely for the defense boosts. So we'll get a nice, 30% defense related stat boost, because she gets 15% every time she plays a buff skill. So now my team is a little bit tankier. Lance landing all those crits. Probably should have given him Soriel Link now, and I've put the other card set on, but it's fine. It will do. I feel like I need a powerful ultimate here to finish next phase. I might just stall for a turn. I don't think this kills. If I play the Lance skill, it will kill. Because Lance will do, of course, the death damage effect, which will do a lot of damage. Yeah, we don't kill here, cool. I think we don't kill. I think it's 30% damage cap. It is, thank goodness. Okay, cool. We've got King Cleanse, so it's going to debuff spam. It's fine, we can cleanse all that. Go, that's fine. The team's got a nice chunk of bulk to it as well, which is really good. Get defense lowered. Once again, no one's defense based. It's not really too big of a problem. I think I do this, and I just kill with, like... I think King kills here. We'll have a nice buff. So that's another slight attack related stat boost from Alpha. Sorry, Beta. There you go. Damage cap. It's good. He wasn't even hitting damage cap when I was using Shadow. So this is definitely helping out the team quite a bit. Do I think King kills? I'll see if King kills. If not, Alpha will definitely nuke this thing. King doesn't do much damage at all. Alpha? Casual 6.6 million at 2.6, you know. HP defense, by the way, as well. Yep, she's completely absurd. I only had 2 stacks. If I had 3 stacks, that could have been much higher. Damage-wise, yeah, that last hit really made her first place. If not, she would have been second. But yeah, on to floor 2. Here we are, now on to floor 2. Hopefully it should also be quite easy. We do sort of need a lot of volt gauge pretty quick, solely for the second and third phase, where we can be frozen. And we probably will be. Do what I did last time, which is just play these. Also max out Lance's passive as well as Alpha's passive in the same turn, which is really good. Okay, when King does not crit, his damage is very low. Here's why I gave Alpha Mile Link there. I'm going to defense cleanse. Give us a nice defense boost as well as cleanse. 30% defense related stats is pretty good. Plus 15% from her passive, so it's not being 45% defense related stats. I think I just Lance AoE, and then I just waste this, and I keep everything else. Nice defense boost. Also another buff for Lance, so Alpha's passive. No, Alpha. I keep saying Alpha. Beta's passive gets an additional stack. There we go. Thank you, Lance. I give Lance attack crit because he just deserves to have attack crit. He's a decent DPS. If he was not a decent DPS, he would not have attack crit. I might save the defense boost for next turn, I'm not going to lie. This should hopefully kill. So now Alpha is now missing a stack. Lance is now max stacks, and Alpha is now regained Turtle's final stack, and she kills. Cool. Also, everyone got cleansed and full heal because Alpha's passive, being whenever she gets a kill, your teammates heal 50% of their max HP and remove all debuffs. She's frozen, which is not good. That means she's lost all of her stacks, which is a slight problem as well. As long as I cleanse every turn, I shouldn't really have any problems. I think I defense boost. And I start dealing damage on this dog. Of course, if I hit them 5 times, they do get a revive, so I'm sort of kind of coping with Lance's AoE here. So we'll start stacking up on it. King's crits aren't doing too bad. Alpha hits damage cap. I think we can kill her. If I Alpha ult and then if I cleanse Alpha ult, we should be fine. I can no longer Alpha ult. If I cleanse single target, I might be fine. Actually, we have Beta's ult, which should also hit quite hard. Or to give my team a nice pierce rate boost in the process. Which I might do. Screw it, I'm a gambling man. We'll give it a go. And worst case scenario, I'll play this skill just to sort of deal some additional damage. Okay, it does damage cap. Lance's AoE should kill. Good damage from Lance's AoE. Alpha's damage, also quite good. Now it's going to defense boost this turn, which is fine. This team definitely isn't the fastest, but it is quite safe. We've got a lot of passive healing, and as long as we remove the debuffs every turn, we shouldn't really have a problem. I'm pretty sure we win here. Nice defense boost again. I think we should have max passive now for her, so my entire team should be really bulky. If I can check before I immediately nuke it. Or not. It's dead. Yeah, this team has quite a nice chunk of bulk. Especially with all of Beta's passives maxed out and playing the Beta buffs continuously. And yeah, now on to floor 3. And now on for the true challenge for this team. Can they deal with floor 3? Better than the Shadow team did. Because the Shadow team was okay in terms of when I had Shadow here instead of Lance. But I feel like Shadow is too reliant on that buff that when he doesn't have the buff, his damage is basically useless. It's okay, his ultimate is okay, but everything else is really bad. We'll just quickly max stacks everyone's passive. Oh, even Beta's landing the crits here. Everyone's landing crits. This thing's got much lower crit resistance than what I was expecting. Oh yeah, this thing must have like no crit resistance. Can defense cleanse immediately, which would be quite useful. I don't need to, but I could. I'm probably not going to now. Thinking about it, but I don't think it's really necessary. I'll play this just in case. There we go. Okay, lucky enough I played that Lance skill. Lance definitely does a lot of damage. Okay, now with the freeze, who's being frozen? That's fine. I was prepared for someone to be frozen, so I'm just going to make use of Alpha while she still has all her buffs before she gets frozen. So, max out Lance's passive whilst I'm out. Everyone's got a nice HP buff. Good damage. Damage cap. Damage cap again. Okay, so we should be fine. King got sealed, that's fine. We don't have any cling. We only have one King cleanse skill. I do definitely need to get rid of some of these beta skills though, because I have a lot of them. They're not the worst skill to have, but compared to other skills I could have, they're not the best. How much HP is this thing got remaining? 200k. I have to play the Lance AoE. I can't guarantee beta's going to be able to do 200k. Will I be proved wrong? Nope. Maybe if I played the level 1 as well? No, I couldn't guarantee it. Thank you. I still got 2 cleanses. I made sure I had both cleanse skills. As long as King doesn't get frozen and Beta doesn't get debuff disabled. That almost happened. Okay. I'm realistically more scared of the white dog. The more I think about it, the more I realise that the black dog isn't really too scary. Like, yes, he's got extort, yes, he's got all of this, but I have a lot of cleanse. The white dog is the one that's going to be spamming with ignites, which can do a lot of damage. There we go. This won't kill, but it should do a nice chunk. Oh, it kills. Okay. King. He's got max ult gauge. How's he frozen? Oh, we don't have the anti-freeze. I was like, why was he still frozen? We just have anti-freeze. It's fine. He'll break it. He does like no damage. The black dog does no damage. It's just irritating to deal with. That's it. The white dog's the really scary one. So if you don't have anyone that gives you ignite immunity, kill the white dog immediately. Because if not, it's going to start mincing you. Here we go. Lower the ult gauge because we can. But yeah, that's basically it. This boss isn't really that hard. My hand, basically my entire hand just got disabled because it's all beta skills. Its damage isn't that insane. Remember, I can just cleanse. And then all of its progress of, you know, sealing me and debuff spamming me, just all gone. And remember, when the team has 2 cleanse skills, it's pretty good. The fact that one's a buff and one's an actual recovery skill is also quite nice as well. Oh, beta win screen. It's pretty good. I wasn't actually expecting to get a beta win screen. Not bad. Damage-wise, I think Lance may have carried because of death damage. Oh, he did the carry. The thing is, it's what you would expect. Is this team decent? Would I recommend this team? Not over other teams. Like, you can run the Ragnarok team, which would be much better, or you could run an unknown team, which is much better. This team is okay, though. It's not the worst. It does suffer from the fact of you do only have 2 DPSs, where on some other teams you can run 4 DPSs, and they also sort of counteract as supports as well, which is really handy. You don't have toner, so you don't have stance removal, so once again, you do have to kill it very quick, because if not, if it gets a stance up, the only way you're going to be able to kill it is with AoE skills, and your only real AoE skill is either Lance's ultimate, or, Lance's AoE skill, or Alpha, Lance, and King's ult. So you've got 3 ultimates and 1 AoE skill that could hit the other one. So make sure you do understand that you are sort of on a timer. Apart from that, it's not a bad team. Would I recommend it for farming? No, there's a million other teams that are better. Unknown team, Ragnarok team, even Goddess team isn't too bad. But anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.